Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tara Arnold, and tonight I'm going to be channeling Ascended Master St.Germain and the Ascended Masters to answer a viewer's question. So I'll read the question first, and then I'll go into trance and get started. For anybody who's new to this channel, the way it works is the Ascended Masters will bring in light language frequencies, and my brain translates them from light language into English, and I'm also using my other intuitive abilities at the same time to kind of put everything together to translate the message. So I might see something in my third eye, or taste something, smell something, hear something. So it all comes together into one message, and everyone can channel. If you want to learn how and to get started, I do have a course that's called How to Channel the Ascended Masters, and that's on my website. So I'll put the link in the description below. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and have a great night. Thanks for watching. So the question is, I would like to know if St.Germain has any insight into achieving goals. It doesn't seem to be working the way it used to be. So this person used to follow goals, and now it just doesn't seem to be working. That's happening with a lot of people that are awakening right now. So as we move in from a third dimension perspective to a fifth dimension perspective, the way we set goals might be a little bit different. So we'll see what St.Germain has to say. And yeah, I'll get started. Thanks for watching. Oh yes, welcome. I am St.Germain. We welcome you all. We are excited for your journey. This is an excellent question. Many of you are on your path, and you are finding that the old way is not working. I have set my goals and plans for the future, and I am seeing much resistance from the universe. I am running into roadblocks everywhere, and we would say that it is many of you are learning how to move from a third dimension into a fifth dimension perspective. What is the difference if I am to create something in my reality? If I'm creating something in my reality in a third dimension perspective, I believe I am the one in control. I believe that I am the one that is making things happen. And we would say from a fifth dimension perspective, it would be you are allowing the universe to work through you. You are trying the old way, and the old way was, I will set this goal. This is how I will get there. I will do step 1 and step 2 and step 3, and then I will achieve that goal. And we would say that as you have decided to allow your spirit to choose the way to play, things aren't lining up when you are setting goals from the head instead of the heart. What does the head want? This is in the third dimension reality. You were having a game of 3D reality of the egoic consciousness, and the ego was running the show. The ego was saying, this is what I want to do for my future. I would like to go to school and study this, and then get this job and work in this city at this specific place, and have get married and have children and have this many children and name them this, and then I will buy this house, and so on and so forth. It is run by the ego. When you are moving into a fifth dimension perspective, you are saying that you no longer want the ego to run the show. You would like to have your spirit run the show. This is allowing the universe to work through you. It is a state of non-resistance. When you are setting goals from a third dimension perspective, it is a state of resistance in the way that you are saying something has to be a certain way, and there's an expectation to the end result. We would say in a fifth dimension perspective, or creating something from the heart, there would be no expectation or attachment to the end result. It would be following the signs from the universe, following the way the universal plan is of least resistance. There would be not so many roadblocks. We would say if you are okay with either outcome, this would be, we will give an example. If one is to say, I will get married and have children, and one gets married, and this is the first step, and I I'm excited. I have has my plan. I have laid it out. I'm going to meet the man I will marry, and then I will marry them, and then we will get pregnant and have children. And when this step does not happen, if one is attached to the outcome, then they would be disappointed, and there would be many of those who have gone against the universal flow. Did it ever occur to you that maybe if you asked your spirit, it did not want to have children, or in this lifetime it wanted to have a lifetime without experiencing what being a mother would be like? We would say that for those following their heart instead of their head, there will be no resistance, because they will not have an expected outcome or an attachment to the outcome. If one is to get married and say, my goal is to have children, and this does not happen, and one is not attached to it, then they get excited about the other outcome. What is a life without having children? Is this a life of freedom? Could I move wherever I wanted and play wherever I wanted without having to worry about taking care of another human being? Does this not give you a sense of freedom to try new things that you would not get to experience if you spent most of your time taking care of a child? We would say that this is allowing the universe to work through you instead of you trying to make things happen. If somebody is setting a goal to have a child and it doesn't flow, and they continue to be disappointed to the point where they are not being able to get out of bed, they are depressed, they're trying IV fertilization, they are going to counseling, they are getting in arguments with their husband. If one was to say, this is, I'm not attached to the outcome, however the universe would like to work through me, that is what I'm going to allow to happen, then they wouldn't have spent years depressed and upset that they didn't have a child. They would be off playing and having fun in a different way. What is my goals? Who is setting the goals? Is it my head or my heart? What goals do I want for myself in the future? There are many of you who set career goals, and if you subtly step back and listen, you would see that and then when there are blocks on the path, it is because your heart wants to do something different. One might say, I would like to be a nurse, so I'm going to go to school and become a nurse. But on their path to becoming a nurse, maybe they did not get into the school, and they run into someone else who is taking another course that sounds interesting, and they feel a flutter within their heart that this would be where they would be most happy, and so they change their path and they go into taking another course. They are listening to the universe. They are not attached to needing to be a nurse. If it did not flow, we would say to watch for the signs. There are subtle signs all around you. There are synchronicities, there are numbers, there are animal totems, there are messages in front of all of you at all times. These are individual depending on your life experiences, how you have created your reality, and how you work with your spirit guides and universal energies for your own messages. They will not be the same for everyone. Tune in and to the subtle energies and see what is, we would say, what is guiding you in the direction of your heart, not your head. When you are making a decision or setting a goal, ask yourself, why am I creating this goal? Is it to feed my ego in any way? Do I want to get married and have children to please my mother? Is this wanting to get married and have children because all my friends are getting married and having children? Is it because this is what society tells me where I would be most happy? Have I asked my heart what it wants? Have I asked my heart where it wants to play? Have I asked my heart where it wants to have a career? We would say that many of your careers are influenced by your parents. My parent wants me to be a lawyer or a doctor, so I will go to school for that. We would say that There are many of you who are following your head, not your heart. When you are setting goals and making a plan, check in. Does this resonate with me? If there are blocks on your path, reassess your goals that you have set. Is it that unrealistic? If it is not flowing, am I trying too hard? There is a lot of people trying. They are trying to get ahead, and they are trying to make something happen. And we would say, sit back and relax and allow the universe to flow through you. When you are setting your goals, do not attach to the outcome, we would say the expectations. Let go of all expectations of the outcome. When a child sits down to paint a picture, they do not focus on the outcome or the end result. They simply play. We would recommend that you simply play. If you were saying, well, St.Germain, I need to have a goal for my future because that would make me feel more comfortable if I know what's going to happen. We would say to project in a visualization what you wish to happen for your highest good and see where the universe takes you. It is the attachments that cause the resistance. It is the attachments to how something is supposed to be that causes a resistance, and it stops the flow from the universe. We would say to follow your heart, not your head. It is exciting to set a goal from the heart instead of the head. It is exciting to find out where your heart wants to play. You can do this by going in and speaking with your inner child. What would bring me most joy? What would bring me most fun in my lifetime? Where would I like to play? If I'm setting a goal to become a teacher, we would recommend to visualize what that would look like. Would I enjoy working with so many children at once, or would I find this overwhelming? What did I like as a child? Was my child, did my child like to teach? Did my child like to play teacher or school? Did my child, did I as a child like to play restaurant or play with my dolls in a certain way? We would say you will find out much from your heart and from your inner child of what your spirit came to do on planet Earth and where it came to play by remembering your childhood and how you like to play during childhood. If you like to teach, was it overwhelming if there was too many people in the room? Did you enjoy teaching one-on-one instead? Would it be more, would it resonate with you more to maybe counsel children one-on-one instead of having a classroom of 30 students? Do you enjoy working with other teachers because there would be a time and a place that you would have to interact with other teachers during the day? What is resonating with your heart? Would you rather work individually and alone but still work with children? Could you be a counselor instead of a teacher of 30 people in the classroom? This is where we say to observe if you're creating something from your head or your heart. Are you wanting to be a teacher because everyone in your family was a teacher? Or are you wanting to be a teacher in a different way? Or are you not wanting to be a teacher but you are still trying to please your mother? We would say that it is imperative that you check in instead of looking outside of yourself when you are setting your goals or setting your intentions. When you are setting your goals in a third dimension reality, you are writing out steps and saying things need to be in a certain way and have a certain outcome. But when you are creating from a fifth dimension perspective, to find more joy and peace within the heart and to have an exciting adventure on planet Earth, we would say to go in and observe every time time you make a decision, how does this resonate with my inner child? Did I feel pain in my jaw when I made that decision? Is this not showing me that my inner child is upset about something? Each of you have a different way that your physical body shows you when something is not resonating. There are many of you who are ignoring these signs and these symbols from your physical body. What is upsetting me when I am making a decision, when I just said something to someone or answered a question or decided to take this course or to set this goal? How come I had physical pain in my body? I will check in with my inner child and see what is not resonating. Am I doing this to please someone, or am I doing this to love me? Am I doing and setting a goal to please someone else so that they will love me? Or am I doing and setting a goal to love me instead of please someone else? Who are you trying to make happy when you are setting your goals? There are many of you setting goals to make someone else happy, your husband or your children, or the people at work. You want them to see you as important. But if you saw yourself as worthy and as in perfection, you would not need those people to validate that you're worthy. Would your goals change? Would you decide that you would want to have another career if you did not have people to impress? We would say, go in and find out where you want to play, and then set your intentions in your goals from that state of being. If you're finding that there are resistance, is stop and take a step back and go in, feel it out. We would say, go on your intuition. Is this where my heart wants to flow, or am I trying to make something happen? If I'm trying to make something happen, doors will shut in my face. If I am in allowing the universe to flow through me and work through me in the way in which it's choosing to, for my highest good, for my soul's journey, for my most excited joy from my inner child, then it will flow in a direction of least resistance. And we would say that all of you are on a path, and all of you are have intuitive abilities to check in and see what feels right for you. It is not about stopping setting goals. It is what is your intention when you do set goals, and letting go of any resistance and any we would say expected outcomes. Oh, we are excited for your journey. Have fun, enjoy playing, and create what you wish in your reality that is going to make your heart sing. That is the goal. What would make my heart sing? Ah. Okay, so thanks for watching. Have a great night.